What's up YouTube? Robbie Vapes back again with another video, and today we're doing our second vlog attempt. Unlike the first one, which was very structured, I kind of had an agenda. This is going to be much more casual, laid back, relaxed, just kind of talk about whatever's on my mind. Just a bunch of bullshit and kind of thing. Nothing special here. I'll talk about my giveaway here later on. I'll talk about a few shoutouts I want to make as well. But let's start the video off with kind of a mini review. So this is actually on loan. I got this Mutation X V3. This is the glass top cap here. It's pretty much an exact copy of the V3, but with a glass top cap instead. I think it retails for the same price as well, so it's a pretty good deal. The building deck is exactly the same as the V3. It has the same screws. It has the same post holes. You have 4 post holes, 2 positives in the middle, and then 2 negatives. So it's really cool. The glass itself, I was hesitant to buy this, so the guy just said, why don't you take mine, vape on it for a little while, and see what you think. And it's pretty cool. The biggest hesitation I had to this though was the airflow. I don't know if you can see here. I'll see if you can kind of hold up to the camera here. You can see the 2 airflow holes. They're just pretty much round holes. There's no like extensive airflow like you'd have in the traditional V3. They're relatively smaller, and I was a little bit worried about that, about the airflow, but it's actually not bad. I would consider the airflow in this to be equivalent to probably the V3 with like a third of the airflow. So if you cut off 2/3 of it and you only had a third left, that's pretty much the amount of airflow you get from this. I like it a lot actually. The question is it a gimmick or is it actually functional? The truth is, it's kind of a bit of both. It's functional because it's pretty much an exact copy of the V3's building deck. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they used a V3 building deck in this, but with a glass top, which is kind of the gimmicky part. But I like it. I'm really enjoying this thing. Maybe not as much as my Aeolus, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. I think it's cool when you can see the vape producing in the actual chamber itself. You actually kind of have a first-hand look of what it looks like. That's a pretty cool feature, and I don't know, I like it. Sure, it's a little gimmicky, but you know what isn't these days? And it's a great device. If you don't have a V3 and maybe you don't like as much airflow as some of us other vapors, this is a great alternative, and it's really cool because it's super easy to build on. You can build whatever design you want. I actually have some pretty grungy coils on here. I kind of regret showing you that, but it's a great device. The only downside to this versus a V3 is that it doesn't have the, or at least, the one I'm borrowing, maybe it comes in the box, I could be wrong, but it doesn't have that adapter, so you can put in like a traditional drip tip in it, so you have to kind of use the one that's provided, but I like that drip tip. I don't know, take it for what you will. Anyways, that's kind of my thoughts on that. I like it. I'm not going to do a full review video on it because I don't have I didn't actually go out and purchase it, or I don't have the full box or anything to review it, so I'm just giving you my first thoughts. It works well. It's a V3 with a kind of a gimmicky top. I like it. I don't know how many times I can say I like it anymore, but I think you get the point. So that was a nice little mini review. I figured I'd start the video off with something a little different. A few other things I want to talk about here. One of the things, something happened to me recently that I want to talk about, and I want to just express to you guys, what it means to me. And it's not about the fact that I exceeded 100 subscribers, which by the way I'm thrilled for. It's not the fact that I've hit over 12,000 views now. Again, super stoked on that. It's a little bit more serious of a topic, and I want to bring it up because it means a lot to me. So a couple days ago I was talking to my dad, and I've been talking to him a little bit about this channel and what I'm doing with it and why I'm doing it and why I enjoy it so much. And it kind of sparked an interest in him as well. So for the first time a couple days ago, he actually went out and he purchased his first vape kit. Anyways, he purchased his first vape kit, and he's been a smoker for quite a while. He's been smoking for probably about 35 plus years now. And the fact that he's willing to give it a try, it means so much to me. To be honest, if I hadn't shown this kind of motivation toward vaping, this kind of persistency with what I'm doing, I don't think it would have happened. I think he would have just treated this as like a fad or or something, but I think he's starting to get it, that this is actually a viable alternative to smoking. So I'm so proud of him. Can't tell him how much it means to me that, you know, he's willing to put his health first and get rid of those cigarettes and switch to something a little bit safer. And I don't know, it means a lot to me, so just wanted to mention that in my video because it's something that I personally feel very closely about. I don't know, have any of you guys had like family members who have smoked and switched to vaping? Because I'm kind of curious, because it's kind of a nice concept to have that, you know, someone directly in your life affected by your vaping in a positive way. And I think we don't talk about that enough as vapers. I think that we're so focused on the advocacy part of it and protecting our trade, which is a very important focus, but we can sometimes lose sight of those, you know, around us and closest to us and how it's affecting them in a positive way as well. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys have family members who vape? Were you the first to vape, or were you introduced to it through a family member? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think. Anyways, moving on from that, what else do I want to talk about? I don't know. I'm going to take a quick vape, and I'll think on it while I'm vaping. By the way, for anyone wondering, I'm actually vaping on the Aeolus on my Skelly 150 watt. It's a 0.3 ohm build, roughly. Vaping at about 50 watts just right now. Nothing too intense, but turn it back a little bit actually, just for this particular juice. It seems to be working right now. This is the Derailed by Suicide Bunny, and I went through the first bottle really quickly, and then I bought a second bottle right away, and wasn't really feeling it as much up until now. When I put in the Aeolus, it tastes different. It's just so good. But anyways, I'm rambling here. We'll get to some shout outs here as well. I want to do some shout outs. I want to tell you guys who I watch, some of the YouTubers I watch, some of them vape related, some of them not vape related. Let's start with the people who are not vape related that I watch. First is a guy out of Canada as well. He's actually out of Toronto, which is my hometown, or my home city. And he does videos on a whole bunch of different things. He has some really cool stuff. If you don't know who I'm talking about Matthew Santoro. Really cool guy. I love his videos, huge fan of them. Another series of videos I watch is the JK News or JK Films. Their videos are amazing. I love their videos. If you haven't seen them, they do a lot of different things. They do like the JK is Just Kidding, by the way, so Just Kidding News, Just Kidding Films. And they also do one called JK Party, which is really cool. They do a bunch of games and stuff. I don't know, I'm into that. It's kind of fun, different than some of the YouTubers I traditionally watch right now. Of course, some of the vapers I watch, Grim Green. Who can't watch Grim Green? I mean, his videos are super entertaining. He has so much knowledge that it's just insane. I love his vlog. I love his little throwbacks he does, because it kind of gives you a look into the history of vaping and what they started with, you know, back in the day, which was like, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, but it seems so long ago now, and you see the technology they had back then compared to what we have now. It's a really cool concept. I like that idea. I really do, and I don't think anyone could do it better than Grim Green. So huge shout out to Grim Green, and keep making those videos, and I'll keep watching because they're really entertaining. A couple other guys, Vaping with Twisted 420, of course, funny as fuck, coolest guy in the world. I love his videos. He's awesome. I mean, his videos are always entertaining. You have that entertainment value to them, and he makes you laugh, which is great as well. Another guy, of course, is Matt from Suck My Mod, and Vanessa from Suck My Mod as well, when they do the vlogs together. Matt's reviews are amazing. Their vlogs together are amazing. They gel really well. It's just a really cool experience with the two of them. So shout out to Suck My Mod. I'm a huge fan of theirs. Who else? The Cloudy Vape is another one. If you haven't checked him out, go check him out. His videos are super entertaining, and just recently he actually introduced his brother into his vlogs. I think he's done 2 vlogs now with his brother, and I think that's such a cool concept. They mesh really well together. And ironically, his brother, who I think he's calling No Name Nimbus or Tuggy, depending on what sticks, he's a really smart guy. I mean, he is, and that's not the surprising part, but the surprising part is you know, he doesn't have his own channel. And to me, that's just like crazy, because he could easily have his own channel and I would be watching his videos every time he released one. So yeah, so that's just my thoughts. A couple of guys I like. Of course, Ruby Roo is another great reviewer. She's been around for a long time. Her taste reviews and stuff like that, her pairings with certain alcohols and stuff is kind of cool. I like that concept. Robbie Vapes, another one who's phenomenal reviewer. Love her videos, really great videos, super entertaining. Who else is there? There's Cheeksy Vapes as well. There's Vaping with Vic, who I'm a huge fan of. I mean, a lot of these guys who I'm naming, and girls who I'm naming, were kind of my inspiration to get into this review kind of thing and to get my own channel started. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I'm going to take another quick vape here and I'll name off the rest. So there's a couple important ones I want to name as well, and I don't want to forget about, which, I mean, it's important. These guys are pretty cool, so. So there's two gentlemen out of the Eastern United States who I have to give a shout out to, and super entertaining guys. They gave me a shout out. It was a pretty good shout out, actually. They poked fun at me a little bit, but that's okay. I can handle it. Hank Vapes, first one, super cool guy, great reviewer. I mean, his style is just so different than everybody else's, and I love the fact that he's different. He does these reviews with such like, it's almost, not to sound, and I need to sound positive about this because it is a positive thing for me, and I think for a lot of you guys, is when someone does a video or a review and it's not super technical and it's more about the usability of it, the enjoyment of it. I think that's a big thing. Naming off specs and stuff like that, a lot of reviewers do it, and it's great to see that because you want to know those specs. But you also want to see the experience of those devices. And I think Hank really brings that experience to those devices. Great reviewer as well. I'm entertained. If you don't know who he is, I'll put his YouTube channel in the description below. Go check him out. Go sub to him. Check out his videos. I guarantee you'll like them. He's super entertaining. Second guy I want to talk about. I got a bone to pick with this guy. This guy's, he's a funny guy. He's, he made me laugh. He gave me a shout out. It was a pretty good shout out, and it made me chuckle a little bit. So next I want to name is Vapin' Heathen. Huge shout out to you. Keep on doing what you're doing. I love your videos. He has this really cool concept where he spends at least 80 to 90%, sometimes more of the video, just focusing on the product. He doesn't need to show his face in some of the videos. He's more about the product. So when he's doing a review, that's the star of the show. It's the products he's reviewing. And he's done some really cool reviews. I think I've mentioned before in a couple other videos because I'm so impressed with him. And I'm just going to give him another shout out here because it's deserved. He did a video on 7 sub-ohm tanks compared side by side, and the entire video was just the sub-ohm tanks. He didn't spend time talking and rambling like I do. He spent the time up close and personal with the tanks themselves and focusing on the features. He took some of them apart, showed you the insides and things like that. He compared what coils were compatible, which is something I haven't really seen done before. It was a really cool concept, really cool video. Go check him out. I'll put his name in the description as well. And one other note on these two gentlemen, because I don't usually do this, but in this case, they deserve this, okay? These two guys are heroes in my opinion, okay? They are modern day heroes, they're everyday heroes. These guys are firemen, okay? That is huge. They are out there risking their lives for us, okay? And it just so happens they're vapors as well. But I have nothing but respect for firefighters, policemen, paramedics, anyone who puts their life in danger to save our lives. We got to give a thank you to. So I want to take the time to say thank you to both of those gentlemen for what they do outside of their vape reviews. That has nothing to do with their vape reviews. Their vape reviews truly are entertaining, and I don't want to distract from that fact. I just wanted to add that point because I think it needs to be said. When someone has that kind of a personality and that kind of commitment to protecting us, you got to give them a bit of a shout out on that. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. For what you do, it means a lot to me, so thank you. Now, so I've done my shoutouts, I've done, a little bit of a mini review here, and we've talked about a few other things as well. It's time to give you guys who've stuck around this long a little bit of a treat, all right? I don't do this very often, so here we go. For sticking around this long, I'm gonna let you know a little secret, okay? I'm gonna take my hat off right now. And here we go, okay? Yes, this is my real hair, by the way. What's left of it. So I've taken my hat off, but there's actually a bigger secret I need to show you guys. And it's how I do my reviews and how I stay so fucking comfortable. The truth is, I'm all, casual up top, and maybe some of you guys have noticed it before, but I'm gonna stand up here, and yeah, I do all my reviews in my pajamas, so there's that. I don't know, I just feel like being comfortable sometimes, and sitting around pajamas, I've just worked, just got home from work usually. I just want to relax, I want to sit back, maybe grab a beer or something, and yeah, I figured I'd just start reviewing my pajamas. And I kind of almost started by accident, but you know what, I've stuck to it, I like that. So if you ever watch my videos, you can now imagine me in my pajamas in pretty much all my videos, just to give you guys a sneak peek. And a little bit of a special thing for anyone who stuck around this long, because I know it's been a long video, so I wanted to pay you guys back. Let's talk about my upcoming giveaway. So, started the video a couple days ago. It's already had a lot of success right now. I've gained a lot of new subscribers from that, so thank you to anyone watching who's new. I appreciate it. You guys mean so much to me. Thank you. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd just be some dude talking to a camera all day long. So thank you guys for subscribing. I do appreciate it. And the giveaway will probably take place the beginning of May. So I wanted to make sure that I gave enough time for people to enter. Maybe someone's on holidays or whatever. Who knows, right? I wanted to make sure people had enough time to enter, though. And really appreciate all the response I've got from it so far. Actually both on the video and off the video. I've had a couple people comment in other videos of mine, just saying, I really appreciate the chance, but and congrats on the 100 subscribers, but I already have one of these, so I'm gonna bow out kind of thing, but wanted to take the time to congratulate you. And I mean, that right there, that is huge, guys. I mean, anyone who takes the time to do that, that just shows pure class right there. And that's the epitome of an ideal vapor in my mind, is someone who's classy, someone who knows and respects, other vapors. That's a huge thing, guys. So I just wanted to say that real quick. I think there's been 2 or 3 people who have done that now. I think that's really cool. Or they sent me a YouTube message instead. That to me, that's like the ultimate, self. It's the ultimate way to show the type of person you are, I guess. And just wanted to give a quick note on that. So I think the people who have done that know who I'm talking about. So thank you guys for that. They're actually, the ones who have done that are actually, regular subscribers of mine. They've been watching my videos since pretty much day one, and it does mean a lot to me, so thank you guys. Apart from that, I guess any other news on the giveaway? I don't think so. Like I said, I'm going to do the giveaway beginning of May. I'll pick 2 winners there, 2 separate winners. We'll work everything out and go from there. And apart from that, I guess that pretty much summarizes this video. So with that being said, YouTube, thank you for watching. Until next time, happy vaping.